Hello, hope you're all well. I have quit work a couple of hours early today so that I can move around a bit on the cars, and for those of you who kind of wonder what's going on, I thought I'd give you a little update. Not very much is going on. It's pretty quiet, but the cars are where they are. I've a friend of mine, Neil actually, he's dug from a hubcap, so that's going to come to the Peugeot. The Alfa Romeo is where it is. We got some news on that coming up soon, but I'll wait until everything's absolutely certain. And Jag, absolutely nothing's happened to. I've done a few small things on the, I had a vacuum leak, split hose, so I've sorted that out. And I also have a problem with it. The accelerator pedal was actually a little bit deformed, leaning up against the kick panel, so it wouldn't decelerate on the highway. Quite scary, but that's now sorted. And absolutely nothing's happened with the Lancia Flaminia Berlina, except for I've taken the rocker covers off, and I've stripped this one pretty much for all the loose paint on that. This one's on its way. I need to find a good way to strip that. I think I'll get some paint stripper or something, because I don't want to scrape it too much neither. It's a bit of a tedious job, but I was thinking it'd be nice to paint those up again. That was just a little bit of boredom relief in the garage. Anyway, the goal for today is at least to get the Jaguar out. You can't really see it in the photo, but it is quite dusty, and it would be nice to give it a bit of a clean. I've purposely not done much with it. I might give it a quick polish on the top as well, because I'm thinking of taking it for a bit of a longer trip tomorrow to a friend's wedding. And I'm going to go with my wife, and she feels comfortable driving this, so that would be a good choice to take. But first things first, I'll get this down to the petrol station, fill it up, see how it's behaving, and if I'm happy, I'll take it out on a longer trip. So got the Jag washed and dried off. I did that earlier today, and it's like I did dry it off, but it's got all these spots in it. It really is, I don't know why it does that, but this paint is not great, and I guess it was waxed when I got it kind of for selling. But I was thinking tonight I'm not going to go overboard, but I thought I could go over the hood or the bonnet, the roof. You can see one day I really need to see if I can get some of these scratches out, but if I can just at least get these spots out. That will make a huge difference. Peugeot, washed that, and well, it is what it is in the paint, but it looks nice. This is sort of on the block maybe to be sold. I might be looking at something else Peugeot related, but if that doesn't fall through, this is probably going to stay with me a bit longer, but we'll see what happens there. Yeah, all my projects, there you go. Got to make some choices, but to be fair, I'm quite happy. I quite like coming down here and just looking at the curves and shapes on the cars. It's like having several Rembrandts, and well, not just Rembrandts, we got a Monk and a Rembrandt and Rubens all lined up in the garage to look at. It's kind of how I feel with classic cars, but yeah, see, do a little polish on that, that'd be nice. Well, the goal isn't to go overboard on this. I've just done a little bit with the Kochemi. What is it I've got here? Yeah, I'm going lazily for the micro cut and finish, basically a polish with a tiny bit of cut in it. So just gonna wipe some of this off, see how that comes up. This paint is far from perfect, lots of small scratches and stuff, but overall that looks a heck of a lot better than that, and there's nothing I can do with that. That just goes into the paint. At least now it's got a little bit of polish to protect the paint next time it gets wet. Quite harsh light in here so you can see all the defects, but you know what, it's shiny and a couple of meters away. Okay, you got the light reflecting, but you look at that like that, this is how I can see it. You see more of the defects on the camera. We can definitely see it on the right side here, but that's absolutely fine. Gonna make the car look a heck of a lot better when I take it out tomorrow. So it's fairly quick, fairly soft, so nice to work with. At some point I think this could do with a full repaint, but to be honest, the paint does shine up, and until I do the welding, or if someone else does the welding, it's no point repainting the car. I think do the welding, rear arches. I've gone a video on this before, but you can see it's got all these defects on the rear arches and the sills and whatnot, and the front arches. So it's got those little pesky bits needing doing, and around the windscreen in the front. So once that's done, maybe a full respray on this one, because the engine, gear train, all that's pretty good on this. So it would make it to actually be a really good car. It is a good car, it just needs the bodywork tidying up, and then to be a really good car, to be completely resprayed. But I'll take it as it comes. I'm still wiping off here. That's very satisfying, that's very good. I think sections of the paint is original. I think this is original. I think the boot might have been resprayed. Very good match, but I think actually the top of the rear wing here, that's original, because you got the pinstripe and then somebody's painted this one on the front. This is original here, this has been repainted. I think it's a bit of a mismatch, but it's a whoever did the color matching did a pretty good job. There you can see polished, non-polished, so it really does make a nice difference in this car. Put a quick polish, I'm rambling on about it, but so let's do a before here. This is the before shot, and in the next sec you're going to see this part polished out and see what we can do. We got the straight away after. Still see the defects in the paint, but these are deep, and I don't know if I think these are too deep to correct, actually, so it's just getting a stage 1 polish. We're not going to go full overboard, but you saw how it was before. It looks much worse on the camera here than what I can see with my eyes, because it's picking up the reflection from the roof lamps here. But I think tomorrow out in the sunshine, this is going to look fantastic. So yeah, there's still things you can do to improve the paint if you went in and did a proper 2-stage paint correction and whatnot, but it's so minimal, and considering that's all this stuff here, the cracking and stuff, you're not going to get that out. So, but considering what it was like, I'm super happy with that. I think it's going to turn out really nice. So next, the roof. can just do a walk around. I do have the trim for this. These are loose because this rubber is dying. Of course, there's no point replacing the rubber until I'm ready to do the rust in the front. We're going to do the roof, and we're going to do the bonnet's actually not too bad, but we're going to quickly go over the bonnet as well. So hopefully that will take me a couple of hours max, and then we'll call it a day. But yeah, those who've seen this video of this car before knows that we have a patch here we need to do. We have lots of fun stuff to come. Or if somebody wants to take it off my hands, please come and give me a good offer, because something's got to go, because limited space and all that. But no, my wife really likes this car. It's kind of technically it's her car, even though I'm the one spending most of the time trying to get it back to former glory. This is so we can do with this. There's several things. Maybe we'll get around to do all the rust and actually give it a respray. At that point, it's going to be a really good car. It's going to be really sweet. So at the moment, technically very nice. Problem is that at the moment there's leaking a bit of water in. That's why I haven't put all the carpets back in and stuff, because I'd rather it stay dry or be able to dry out if I've been out in the rain. But what we're going to do now is stage 1 polish and get a nice finish compared to this stuff. So, polished the whole car, and just a quick stage 1 polish, but still ends up being 2 hours, doesn't it? Going over with the machine and then wiping it off. But overall, I think it looks a heck of a lot better than what it did before, and I have a feeling it's going to look spectacular tomorrow when I take it out. I might add a shot of that because I'm not going to edit and launch this video tonight, so we'll get a couple of daylight shots of it tomorrow and see what it looks like. Well, I did a test polish on the top there, and because I've done the Jag, and I should go to bed now, but I do feel like just feel like doing a little bit more polishing. I was thinking I could do this rear fender. The goal is just for inspiration. I'm going to tidy up this entire car as good as it goes. Well, it's limited. You see what it is, but just because at the moment it's a stationary piece of art in the corner of the garage, I might as well have a shiny stationary piece of art in the corner of the garage. We are weird creatures. So, one could say that is polishing a turd, but it's one of my favorite things to do is polish pour paint like this and make it shiny. And the more I think about it, the more I'm tempted to do the whole car. Well, now I've started on, this is really when I have nothing better to do, just go over the whole car and get it to this shiny state, and might give me some motivation to do something else. I'm absolutely sure I would not do a total renovation on the Alpha, because it's then we're talking about years and years. What I really want to do is to shine it up and get the rust off the floors, put a patch in where it needs, and we know the sills are solid, the underside of the car is solid. And with that we can do the shocks, brakes, and see what kind of engine we can get in there. As I said earlier, we got something coming up for this. The purchase has been made. I'm not going to say anything more until it arrives. but stay tuned and you'll find out. But yeah, no, I like to look at this. You can see it much more in person than you do on the camera actually. So it's nice to look at that polished, and then the Peugeot's fairly shiny. That is what it is, and that Jag's looking better than it ever has in my ownership anyway. I did think, as we're going out tomorrow and there's no rain, I thought it'd be really nice just to put the carpets back in, just for appearances, and also it makes it a bit more quiet as we're going a couple of hours down the highway. If he'll make it, we'll find out tomorrow. Oh, life of crime. Managed to pick the lock. That's swung back here now, no need to pick it again. I'm going to take this off. Let's just wash it here, and let me have access to the tank cap, and we can clean up whatever's in here. A good thing is that this is solid, not rotten, as so many cars are. And yeah, we can try and file up a new key for this, or maybe we'll find a replacement. But it's nice to do something without brute force, a little bit nifty. Look at that, very nice. All ready for early autumn weather. Nice sunshine today. We got about 120 miles to cover both ways. So about 240 miles driving today, if everything goes well. Hopefully the Jag will be up for it. Solely, if I do break down, it will be nice and shiny. So that's a plus. Hope you enjoy this little video of the XJ6 getting a little bit of love and attention. And until next time, have a good one.